Alicia Yoder-Wood left an indelible mark on the VCU field hockey program in just 3 seasons from 1991 to 1993. During that period, Yoder piled up 38 goals and 97 points, which were program records at that time. In 1992, she set a school record with 17 goals and 42 points as VCU won a program best 16 games, a record that still stands today. She was twice selected All-CAA First Team in All-South Region 1992-1993, and in 1993, she became the first VCU field hockey player named All-America when she received a third-team citation.
I'd like to invite Pat Stauffer up to present our final inductee.
Good afternoon. Boy, seeing those pictures remind me how long ago that was, but I'm excited and happy as the former head coach and proud to have been Alicia's coach to welcome her as the last inductee for this year in the VCU Athletics Hall of Fame.
As Vice President and Director of Athletics at Virginia Commonwealth University, I am proud to induct and welcome you into the VCU Athletics Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
The picture's horrible. Well, it's great to be back in Richmond. It has to be at least probably 20 years since I've been on campus. I can't believe the things that have changed. We'd like to thank VCU Athletics for hosting the ceremony and luncheon today, for helping my family with our travel arrangements to get here. And I'm very thankful for Catherine. She has helped me so much over the last few months. So thank you to the Hall of Fame committee members for selecting me. Wow, this was so unexpected. Congrats to my fellow inductees, Coach Keys' family, Juanitra and her mom, Dominic, Sandra, and Frank. It's an honor to be in your company. And thanks to Coach Stauffer for recruiting me to come to VCU. It's really so fantastic to have so much support from coaches, family, friends, and especially teammates. My first exposure to field hockey was when I was in middle school, and due to the rules of the sport, all the sticks were right-handed. Yeah, you probably guessed it, I was a lefty. I thought it was totally unfair, no way I was going to be able to play this sport. My mom, who couldn't be here today, had played field hockey and said, it's just how you play the game, you're going to have to deal with it. So I suspect I complained a lot, but I wanted to be competitive. I just had to work harder on skills and practice more and just never give up. So I continued to play. By the time I reached high school, I realized my mom had been right. You know, it's now the dreaded admission. Moms are always right. In high school, my family had moved from Pennsylvania to Maryland. We were in a small rural town on the Eastern Shore. I had about 200 kids in my high school graduating class, and I played field hockey in the fall, basketball over winter, and softball in the spring. I just loved competing in any sport. After our freshman year, our field hockey coach left, and we wondered who would fill the void. Do you know what happens in small rural towns when you don't have a coach? Your mom becomes the coach. But we were conference champions for 2 years, and she was also coach of the year, and then stepped down as I started my senior year. By that time, I knew I wanted to play college field hockey. I wanted to compete on the Division I team, and for me to compete, I wanted to get off the bench. I wanted to get playing time and contribute to a team. In all honesty, I was nervous, thinking I might be getting a bit out of my league. After all, I was a girl from a small rural town on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. But I just had to set the bar high and go for it. Coach Stauffer thought I had potential, gave me the opportunity to become a VCU Ram. So in 1991, City of Richmond, here I came. Thought I would share a few of my memorable games with you. In 1992, we were at UNC Chapel Hill, top of the ACC conference, nationally ranked team. We lost that game 3-1. It was a highly defensive game, and we struggled to get any offensive game. But when we did, I put one into the boards, and it was a very memorable goal for me. Remember, I was a girl from a small rural town. but I just scored a goal on a nationally ranked team. Who would have thought that possible? Not me. The same year, we were at home versus Georgetown. This game was just flat out fun. We won 9-0. 8 different people scored. Wanda, Iris, Heather, Stacy, Shannon, Cindy, Sue, and me. It was just so awesome to have a team that clicked. 1992 was a record year for VCU field hockey. 16 wins, 6 losses, a record that still exists today. I was so proud to be a part of that team, and I had a number of amazing women on the field with me. Mary Ellen in goal, Mary Beth, Jennifer, and Amy as backs, Wanda, Sue, and Kelly in the midfield, Cindy, Heather, Stick, Stacy, Shannon, and Iris all forwards. I'm sure I'm missing others, and my apologies. For those of you joining us today, especially current VCU student athletes or other young athletes with the desire to play a collegiate sport, let me share something with you. After graduation, I was hired by a lawyer and worked with him for over 9 years. After a few years that he hired me, he told me that my athletic success at VCU is what gave me the edge over a pool of very qualified applicants. I bet he knew that certain characteristics and traits might come from being a Division I college athlete. He was probably banking on me to bring my leadership skills from the field to the office. I suspect he thought I had determination, probably came from endless hours of stick work drills. Maybe he thought I had more perseverance than the other candidates. I would agree. This lefty made it to a Division I college field hockey team playing with a right-handed stick. If he was looking for someone with excellent time management skills, then I suspect he realized if I graduated on time while playing a Division I sport that required my focus, attention, organization, and planning for 4 years, then I could probably do it for the company too. And we can all agree, it's not easy to be a team player. It takes practice, patience, adjustments, acceptance of others, and you're always part of a team, whether it's your marriage, family, school, church, or work. And last but not least, maybe that employer recognized my ability to exceed expectations. He must have known that I never set the bar low. It was raised up high, and then I worked my tail off to go beyond it. I'm very humbled to be included in the VCU Hall of Fame. I hope that after sharing my story, current VCU athletes and other young athletes will use what you accomplished today in sport later in life. I challenge you to be a leader, stay determined, and persevere even when times are tough. Manage your time wisely, be a team player, and set the bar high. Exceed expectations. Score high athletically, academically, professionally, as well as in your personal lives. It worked for me, and I'm a girl from a small rural town on the eastern shore of Maryland. Once again, I'd like to thank VCU Athletics, the administration, coaches, the Hall of Fame Selection Committee, and a special thank you to my family for joining me today. Go Rams!